I found Davie's Dream Foundation last year when my wife Megan was diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer at the age of 31. She ran the Cherry Blossom 10 miler for the 4th year in a row, and she ran in her best time. And she was in great shape and everything was fine. And 2 months later, she had a lot of pain in her abdomen and went to the ER a couple days after she started really feeling that pain, and really with very few symptoms or anything. That, you know, she felt tired a few times and she thought it was just stress and things like that. And they quickly saw that there were spots on her liver, and then finally they did an endoscopy and said, oh, it's stomach cancer. The impact of reading about these numbers that you see, and how you can all of a sudden be, you know, doing your thing, and then a couple days later, literally, your whole life is looking at, you don't know if she's going to make it through a month. So she had chemotherapy for a couple months and had a very good response from what the doctors told us, but there were still a lot of spots in her liver, so we started going to different hospitals. I mean, she was 32 years old, and we wanted to be aggressive and get rid of the tumors that were left. We went there looking for options, looking for clinical trials, and really at all these places, all we got were condolences. So that was really the most frustrating thing, is just, trying to go to meet with these doctors. The doctor expressed his frustration to us that he couldn't get a grant from the government for stomach cancer. And when you're sitting there and you're going there and you're looking for hope for something coming down the pike, some sort of research, and the doctor's expressing the frustration, it really, it keeps beating down your spirits as you're trying to go through this. I've been through this process. I've been through the pain and what it makes you go through. And at this point, raising stomach cancer awareness, raising funds for new trials, personally, it's not going to help me, really. It's not going to help my wife, but I feel like it's the right thing to do. And for other people that are going to go through this, because there are a lot of people, over 10,000 families every year, that are going to lose somebody to gastric cancer. And there's certain numbers, the incidence is growing in young people, and it doesn't seem fair when you have people that want to fight, and that there's not things out there for them that they qualify for. So really, that's what I'm doing at this point, trying to get involved with the foundation and hoping that we can bring some more awareness and generate some options for the people that are fighting.